to the driver failing to control the vehicle. Further reports indicate the matatu driver was trying to avoid a minor accident between a pickup and a motorcycle when he bumped into vendors normally stationed by the roadside. The scene of the accident is normally packed with traders selling their several goods such as groceries, fruits, and vegetables. And President William Ruto has directed the Kenya Defence Forces KDF to construct a hospital in Sogu, Narok County. Speaking during his working day tour of Narok County in Narok South, the head of state revealed that the KDF will undertake the project, taking over from the county government of Narok. He further announced that the project will take 8 months to complete, helping the locals access better health services. Further, the government will elevate the hospital to a level 4 facility to help address the long distances covered by the residents to seek medical services at Narok County Referral Hospital. Residents of the extensive Narok County often rely on the Narok County Referral Hospital for advanced medical treatment, as it is the only major facility in the region.
This is 95.0 Ikra News.
And detectives have arrested 2 more suspects in connection with the fatal murder of Kasipul MP Charles Ogondowere a week ago. The Directorate of Criminal Investigation, DCI, confirmed the arrest of Edwin Oduor Odhiambo, also known as Abdul Rashid, and Dennis Sewe Munyasi. Following the arrest, DCI stated that the suspects led investigators to Odhiambo's residence, where 2 pistols were recovered. Officers also seized 9 rounds of 9mm ammunition during the operation. In addition to the firearms, detectives recovered a bag and footwear believed to match items worn by one of the suspects at the scene of the shooting. The arrest comes 2 days after 4 suspects linked to the murder of the Kasipul Member of Parliament were arraigned at the JKI law courts, but no charges were formally read to them. Interior and National Administration Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen revealed that the government has apprehended suspects in the murder of Kasipul Member of Parliament Charles Ogondowere and launched a crackdown on the collaborators, has confirmed.
The incident is shocking. The circumstances under which the Member of Parliament was killed, it is regrettable that it turned out as it did. It is within my knowledge that we have made very significant progress in arresting the perpetrators and their collaborators. And it will shock you to note that this is a very heinous crime that was done in a very cavalier manner.
Interior and National Administration Kipchumba Murkomen has continued with his security visit dubbed Jukwaa la Usalama in Meru, Tharaka Nithi, and Embu counties to address security concerns. With the engagement starting in Meru, Murkomen is set to meet the County Security Committee, followed by a spot check on the mobile ID registration exercise and the Nakada outreach campaign. The CS will spend the day engaging in plenary discussions and contributions at the Jukwaa la Usalama Town Hall at the Kinoru Stadium. The Town Hall's initiative aims to convene the national government administration officers Ngao, a hierarchy from the regional commissioner to the assistant chief, security personnel, local leaders, community opinion leaders, business community, and the youth. In Meru County, Murkomen will be keen to get fresh insights on the cattle rustling challenge along the Meru-Isiolo border that affects 7 sub-counties. The other major security challenges expected to be discussed in the county are the long-standing boundary and land dispute along the Meru-Tharaka Nithi boundary. Moving forward, 3 suspects linked to the brutal killing of a 17-year-old girl who allegedly refused to marry a 55-year-old man in Wajir have been arraigned at the Garissa High Court. The Office of the Director of Public Prosecution, or DPP, said that Mohammed Kasim Tifo, Musa Sheikh Ahmed, and Adan Mohammed Ahmed are expected to take a plea on murder charges before Justice John Oyego. In a statement, National Police Service and PS spokesperson Mushiri Nyaga said police are finalizing preparations to arraign the suspects, including the man said to be the intended husband, in connection with the incident. Nyaga urged that the public reject harmful cultural practices and allow children to enjoy their childhood without fear of coercion. The Law Society of Kenya, LSK, and the National Gender and Equality Commission, NGEC, condemned the killing, describing it as a horrifying example of gender based violence and calling for urgent intervention. And a poll released by TIFA indicates that 29% of respondents cited corruption, lack of transparency, vote theft, and voter bribery as their main concerns, while 7% pointed to violence and insecurity. One in every two Kenyans says that they have no confidence in the 2027 general election, with 30% citing political interference as the primary reason. Insufficient time to prepare for 2027, a history of rigging, technology failures were cited by between 1 and 2% of the 2024 respondents. 30% of the respondents indicated that the cooperation pact between President William Ruto and ODM leader Raila Odinga is likely to ensure that the IBC conducts a fair election. However, 45% said the pact actually makes a fair election much less likely, while 26% said they are unsure. The poll firm also found that Kenyans are nearly evenly split on whether the winners of the last three presidential elections actually received the most votes.
On to the international news.
India says it has launched missile strikes on 9 sites in Pakistan and Pakistan-administered Kashmir. Residents were woken up by huge explosions, and Pakistan saying 6 locations were attacked and claims to have shot down 5 Indian fighter jets. India's army said at least 10 civilians were killed by Pakistani shelling on each side of the de facto border. Pakistan said that 26 people have been killed and 46 injured in Indian airstrikes and firing along the line of control. Tensions between the nuclear armed states soured after a deadly militant attack on Indian tourists in Pahalgam last month. India claims it has evidence pointing towards the clear involvement of Pakistan based terrorists external in the attack. Pakistan has denied any link. And now you're up to date on ICRA News at 12 minutes past 3. For more on these and other stories, do join us at 6 p.m. for another full bulletin in Swahili. My name is Ramla Abdi. Do enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
For more news updates, get us online